Hi, distant learners. Today we are going to talk about the Liberty Bell. Originally, we were going to do the Liberty Bell and the Bald Eagle, but we're just going to do the Liberty Bell. We'll do the Bald Eagle another day. You will need your flags and other symbols magazine. So if you don't have that, make sure you get it and have it out with you. If you don't have it, you can pause your video and get it. Now that you have it, we're going to be on page 6 and 7. That's the Liberty Bell page. And you can follow along as they read the page to us. So here we go.
The Liberty Bell. From Flags and Other Symbols. The Liberty Bell stands for freedom. Freedom is being able to act and speak as you want. Some say the Liberty Bell rang the day our country said it was free. The Liberty Bell is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The Liberty Bell has a crack, so we don't ring it anymore. No one knows for sure how it happened. More about the Liberty Bell. The Liberty Bell weighs a ton. That's almost as much as a polar bear. The Liberty Bell is wide at the bottom. It's about as long as a baseball bat. The Liberty Bell is 3 feet tall. How tall are you?
So there you go. A little information about the Liberty Bell. I'm going to share a story as well, or just a couple pages from a story about American symbols. This one's obviously about the Liberty Bell. So like they said in the book, the Liberty Bell or in our magazine, the Liberty Bell is a symbol of freedom. It was made in 1752 for the Pennsylvania State House. Today, that building is called Independence Hall. The words on the bell tell Americans to spread freedom to all people throughout the land. And you can see those words up there. The Liberty Bell has a crack in its side, like they mentioned in the video. It was last rung on George Washington's birthday in 1846. You can see another picture of the Liberty Bell. And then this picture is a picture of Independence Hall, or what used to be Pennsylvania State House. And here's a fun fact for you about the Liberty Bell. The Liberty Bell is on the $100 bill that was designed in 2009. So pretty cool fact, right? Well, next, you are going to need your Our American Symbols book. So you can grab that out. If you don't have it, pause your video and get it. You'll also need your pencil. We're going to write the words together on the pages. So now that you have it, you'll open up to your Liberty Bell page, which is the second page, and you'll flip to the back side and you'll get to the lines for where we'll write our facts. I'm going to hold up my board so that you can see the first word. So this is going to go on the first line. The word is Philadelphia. So you can go ahead and write that on the first line. Great. Now that you have Philadelphia, I'm going to erase my board and I will write what you'll write on the second line. So you're going to write 2,080. That's how heavy in pounds it is. And ton, because it said in the video or on our magazine page that the Liberty Bell weighs about a ton. A ton is about 2,000 pounds. So the Liberty Bell weighs just over 2,000 pounds. So 2080. You can pause your video and write that number. Great. Now that you have that number written, on the third line, you're going to write copper. So one of the things that the Liberty Bell is made out of is copper. A penny is made out of copper. That's something else that's made out of copper. So then you can kind of get an idea of what copper looks like. So you can go ahead and write copper on the third line. Great. The fourth line, still in that same fact about what it's made out of. So the Liberty Bell is made out of copper and tin. So you can write tin on the fourth line. Great. There's that letter T we've been working on. Next word we're going to write is first. The bell cracked the first time it rung. Now, or rang. Now, they did ring it more after, so I'm sure the crack got bigger as they rang it more, and at some point they said, all right, we can't ring this anymore, or it's going to totally break apart. So, obviously, however it was not made very well a long time ago. So, you're going to write the word first on the fifth line. Great, we have 2 more lines left to go. So when they did ring the Liberty Bell, it was, the bell rings for important announcements. So when it did ring, they would ring it for announcements. Announcements are things like people want you to know about. So think of Mrs. Roach's convocation videos. Those are kind of like announcements. All right, this word's long. Oh, there we go. Get it lined up in the screen. All right, go ahead and pause your video and write the word announcements. Awesome. Now that you have that word announcements written, the last word we're going to write is what the Liberty Bell stands for. Remember, in both the magazine and the book, it told us the Liberty Bell stands for freedom. So on that very last line, write the word freedom. So there you go. A little bit about the Liberty Bell. Pretty cool, huh? Be fun to go see the Liberty Bell. My mom went and saw it when she had to do some work in Philadelphia when I was younger. And she did take a picture of it by it. But I think it'd be cool to go see it. Now that you're done writing your facts, you can use just your crayons to color in your Liberty Bell. I used kind of like a brown and a lighter brown to kind of resemble the copper. Obviously, you can see in your picture that you could use like a green or a gray. You can color it though, whatever color you would like. So there you go, the Liberty Bell.